Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 5 on a 2-bedroom, 4-bedroom apartment that we are putting up for our lovely client. All right. So today, as you can see on your screens, footing block work has begun. Okay. So this is what we call footings block work. So first, before we begin your dream house, we have to do what we call the profiling, and after the profiling we did the digging of the trenches. After digging of the trenches, then we did what we were digging of the columns, and after the columns, then we do what we call blinding. Okay, that blinding is where we pour 50 mm of concrete in the column base sections. Okay, people go up to 100 mm, but usually it's 50 mm. And then after we put those concrete in those columns, it dries up. The next minute we lay our mat, and then lay the mat, and then we set the pillars. So we call it pillar settings. And then right after pillar settings, we go for foundation concrete casting. Okay, and then after foundation concrete casting, the next step is footings block work, and this is where we are now. So we are laying the footings block work, or are you with me? Yes, or foundation block work. Are you with me? Yes. So it is very, very important. You have to learn the stages. Don't say, me dear, I am accountant. In fact, construction, try and learn something. Okay, yes, you might be an accountant, but get some information about construction so that you don't get scammed, so that you don't get cheated. Learn something. Okay, YouTube is not only for watching. Jot something down, write some notes, bibi, and then ask questions. You understand? Ask questions. So we want to achieve a certain height of the footings, because we are checking the slope of the land right from the main road all the way to the house. We take that measurement, and then we know the height of the building that we want to achieve. In terms of the footings, we want to achieve a certain height. Are you with me? Yeah, so the height here will be 7 course of the block work, which is almost about 7 feet. Okay, sometimes you can go up to 8 feet, but we have gone up to, let's say, 7.5 feet, because about 3 blocks going down and 4 blocks projecting upwards. You understand? Because the foundation trench alone is about 5 feet. Okay, 4 feet for the block work and 5 feet for the column bases. Okay, we are using 6 inches quarry dust quality blocks. Are you with me? Yes. So you can see that the iron rod had been the reinforcement done according to the measurement in the structural drawing details, which is what we call the bending schedule. Okay, so when you get a drawing from an architect, okay, it comes in 2 folds. We have the architectural drawing and that of the structural drawing. The structural drawing gives you details of the columns, which is the reinforcement, the starter pillars, the iron rod, okay, the depth of the foundation, okay, the size of the mat, okay. It gives you the height of the footings, because the architect might have been to the site and know the slope of the land. So he factor all these into the estimate and provides every information. Plumbing works are there in the estimate. You understand? Electricals are there in the estimate. Okay, so everybody's information is in there. Are you with me? The plumber, the electrician, the mason, the steel bender, the carpenter, everybody's information is in the drawing. All they have to do is they have to read the drawing and know exactly what they have to do. Are you with me? Yes, if they can't read the drawing, they go like, oh, so we see 2-bedroom. Okay, and I don't know. Yeah, for no, we don't do that. You understand? you have to make sure that your investment does not go waste. You are building a house that will last a lifetime, so that you don't build a house and then 5 years down the line you have to do maintenance. There's a crack somewhere. Again, you have to start doing maintenance. It's not acceptable. Why don't you take the bullet now and invest in the foundation? Because this client of mine is really investing in the foundation. And like I said, the beauty of a house is not in its painting, not in its design or the coping or whatsoever. No, the beauty of a house is in the foundation. The beauty of everything is in the foundation. How much are you investing into a foundation? It could be your marriage, a relationship, a business, okay, even into yourself. How much are you investing into yourself? You need to invest into yourself because you bring out yourself best. Okay, the value you give yourself is what you present. If you give yourself low self-esteem, people will just disregard you and bully you. But when you regard yourself to a position where you have invested in yourself, because they say knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And so you know the value for yourself. You don't just accept any money. There's value for self. Are you with me? Yes, there's value for self. You need to position yourself in a way that, it's hard for people to say, okay, we can just throw some dollars at you. No. Okay, so invest in yourself. And that is typically what we are doing here. We are investing into the foundation. We are making sure that at the end of the day, money is spent wise. Okay, my team is happy. I showcase it and you get to see. And that is the beauty of YouTube now, because other real estate houses, you don't get to see what they do. All you see is the finishing part where it is well decorated, because they do all kinds of finishing and you see it and it is so attractive. But do you know how they started the foundation? Were you there? Can they show you videos of how they started? The type of iron rod that were used, the type of cements that were used. We need to know all of this. They are very, very important. Okay. All right. So now you can see our footing block work is achieving top level. When I say top level, means from left to right, they are all in equilibrium. Are you with me? We have to make sure we achieve a top level everywhere. Okay. This area probably is an entrance. So when we are going to do the oversight, we're going to do a step down. You understand? But basically, as you can see, we are almost getting to the final stages of the footing block work. So when we finish the footing block work, what do you think is the next stage after the block work? Can somebody tell me? All right. So the next stage will be the pillar casting. Okay, so that is what we call the starter pillars or the footing pillars. So again, we have to bring in the carpenters to come and do the boarding, and then once they finish the boarding, then we will proceed to do the casting of the pillars. And once that is done, the next stage will be the bitumen waterproof coating. Okay, the bitumen waterproof coating. All right, and I'm super excited that through my channel we've opened the eyes of people. A lot of people have learned. We are reducing error and helping people to avoid water dampness. It is very, very crucial. So in case you need my services, please do not hesitate to contact B&C. I am the CEO and I'm super excited. You contact me via the numbers on your screen, okay, and then we can get talking. I prepare estimate for people. If you need an estimate for me, I will charge you for the estimate. It's not going to go for free. Okay, every project has got its fee for the estimate. Okay, so based on the size of your house, I will charge you for the estimate. And then once the estimate is given to you, you review it. If you're okay, you make payment as per the payment plan that I have stipulated in the estimate. Okay, we have 70%, we have 20%, and 10%. Okay, sometimes we can go 60% and 20%, 20%. Once you make that payment, we can proceed, start buying the materials, and then we're going to start building for you. So far, so good. Okay, yes, so far, so good. That's the remaining space available just at the front there. And then at the far end too, we have just a little bit amount of space. We have some amount of space at the back because there is an entrance too from the back. So we want to do that. Aside that, we're going to have poly tanks situated on top of the building. Poly tank to serve each apartment. So we have apartment A and B, which is in the first floor. In the second floor, we have another A and B. Okay, so we have total 4 apartments, 2 on each floor, 2 in the ground floor, 2 in the second floor. And then the ground floor, we have a complete 4-bedroom house. Okay, so in this order, we're going to have almost about 5 poly tanks sitting on top of the structure. And these poly tanks with water put weight on the building. And so you need to add all of that in your load calculation, what we call it load calculation. And that will determine the size of the iron rod, the thickness of the rings, how the ring formation should be, the tenses. All these are factored into it. So the steel bender must follow strictly what is designed in the structural drawing. You understand? If you fail to follow that, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be what we call structural defect. There is going to be a structural defect. Are you with me? Yes. So in your view, right now, the carpenters are boarding. Okay, as you can see, we are doing it in the diagonal from the inside. On the outside, it is flush. It is flashing with the block work. But on the inside, we have to do it diagonal. If you do it diagonal, it makes the concrete thicker and it's able to hold the block properly. Okay, diagonal, as you can see, it should be diagonal. It shouldn't be just to fit in. No. We don't do footing pillars like that. Okay, we have to make sure that there's enough meat around the pillars. There should be enough meat. When I say meat, I mean concrete. That's what I'm referring to. Okay, and once you do that, you've given your foundation a solid one. What do you think? Aren't you happy with this work? Look at what we've done beautifully. And then I move to the next project and the next project, and we are exhibiting, we are learning, we are improving every day. Okay, I'll be coming your way with the next episode for the pillar casting, and then also from the pillar casting we go to the bitumen waterproof coating, and then from the bitumen waterproof coating we will move to laterite filling, and after that the other episode follows. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.